Hey, and good afternoon. I'm Angela Brown, and I'm here today with Michael LeClerc from Skyrun Properties, and we are going to learn some really interesting things about how to clean for Airbnbs. Now, I get this question asked a lot. How do we get into the Airbnb business? How do we clean vacation rentals, short term rentals? It's a really interesting topic for a lot of cleaning companies. And so today we've got Michael, who is the owner of Skyrun Properties in Park City, Utah. And he's the property management company that works with the cleaners. So he's going to give us some insights and he's going to answer a lot of our questions. So I do encourage you to jump into the comments, ask your questions today, and we're going to get as many of them answered as possible. Please help me welcome Michael LeClerc. How are you today?
I'm doing very well, thank you. Thanks
Thank
for
you so much for joining us. What advice would you give to a guest leaving a property? How can they best turn the property or get their stuff ready? Do they pull the linens off the beds? What do they do to make it easier for the cleaning team from your perspective?
We don't have our guests do really anything. We ask them to take out the trash and load and start the dishwasher. Stripping linens, I think that was a thing 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Everyone made guests strip all the beds. But as you've seen, Airbnb forums and all, it's a big pain point now that many hosts make people do many chores before they check out. And people are not liking it. So I think what you should do is just keep it simple for the guests. They're trying to check out, they're trying to catch a plane, pack in, there's kids, forgot this. I mean, the last thing they need to do is have a checklist before they check out. So keep it simple. Don't make them do too much. Don't make the beds. Don't like, we've had situations where someone made their bed and then housekeeping didn't clean it because they thought no one had ever used it. But it
Mhm.
was used. And then we find, oh my gosh, that's a used bed. So right now it's just leave it as is. We'll take care of it. Just start the dishwasher because that's the one thing that could hold people back is running the dishes. Especially if it's a smaller property that only takes an hour or so to clean, the dishwasher could take that whole time. And we also don't do linens in our properties. Our housekeeping companies come with new linens in a bin or a bag every day. They may have to do one or two things in the owner's laundry just for whatever reason, but you don't want to do laundry in someone's house because
Mhm.
the laundry will take longer than the clean in most cases.
Right. So tell me, what about foodstuffs? When a guest has food that they've eaten half of it and it's not quite finished, what do they do with the other half of the food?
They leave it in the fridge and we have housekeeping throw away, unfortunately. And they're welcome to take something if they want, but anything that's we call wet, which is anything in the fridge except for condiments. We do allow condiments to be left. No one has to touch them. If the next guest is kind of sketched out by something that's in the fridge, that's fine. They don't have to use it. But a lot of times guests don't mind having a couple little things, olive oil, spices. But for the most part, we empty the fridge out and housekeeping. If there's an unopened block of cheese or something like that, they are welcome to take that.
Nice. All right. And how about towels? What are your recommendations for guests that maybe take their makeup off with the white towels?
Well, you try to leave the black towels there and you hope that they use the makeup towels. So every bathroom has a black makeup towel there, and you try to make it as easy as possible for guests to do the right thing.
There you go. All right. So if you are a guest and you're watching this, these are some tips and hints that you can take a hold of and it'll help you be a better guest. Okay. So if you see a black or a dark towel inside the bathroom, that is used for your makeup so that your makeup does not get on the white linens. And can you speak to people who use hair dye while they're on vacation at the Airbnbs?
That can be a problem. Yeah. Again, I mean, you try to mitigate for every situation as you can, but some things just still happen. So it is someone's home, it is someone's property. So try to remember that when you're staying at someone's house. And Airbnb hosts review the guest just as much as guests review the host. So it isn't just a one-way street that the guest gets to review the host. The host does get to review the guest. So some guests are destructive, whether it's intentional or just disregard for someone's property. There is some things that happen sometimes, and just remember that the host does get to review the guest. And if you have a bad review as a guest, oh, they damaged this property, they were inconsiderate, they were noisy, the next host might not have you book their property. So it needs to be a mutual respect, basically. We respect the guests, they need to respect us and the property.
Yeah. Alrighty, our time is up for today. Oh my goodness, I can't believe how fast our time has flown. And this has been absolutely joyous. Thank you so much, Michael LeClerc, for joining us today, for all of your insights and wisdom. Please tell our listeners where they can go to find you.
Yeah, we're easy to find. We're in Sky Run, Park City, Utah. We manage properties in Deer Valley, Park City, and the canyons. So we live in a beautiful place, and come visit us sometime. Love to have you.